for PPV, but this is free and this is real TV. Grab your cup, pour that drink, roll that blunt, and tell us what you think. Commas come pouring in, women be exposing, man. Fellas start to open up, shorties feeling down to fuck. It's a safe place, spill that tea. That cup is hot, don't let it fall on me. And the stage, you keep it funky, might speak for she think. Vibe from the BX, don't even try stink. Eva keep us humble, she consider your feels. And Tati got 3 kids, you better pay them bills. Time is money, make sure your clock is right. Sliding in DMs, you make sure your stock is tight. Ladies, they gonna tell you if you ain't rocking right. I'm telling you, dude, don't end up on top of tonight. It ain't all jokes, get serious too. If I can help what happened to me, not happen to you, it makes it worth it. Let's get drunk on purpose. Start telling stories we would never tell in person. It's real TV.
I was like, what happened?
I don't know what just happened. My internet was acting up. I don't know if it's this. I think it's StreamYard. I think it's StreamYard acting up right
Okay.
now. But
Happy Saturday.
hey,
Of
y'all.
course, there's no technical difficulties.
Right.
What kind of show would
Never,
it be?
right.
Welcome to TV. It's been a minute, guys. We are back. We are back.
Yes, it has been a minute. We would take care of some stuff though. I think
Yes.
that we needed the little break to recalibrate.
Yes.
Life
Adulting.
has been elevating.
Yes.
Good things. And
Yes.
sometimes you need that little separation. So, but I'm excited to see you ladies. Excited to be back. Unfortunately, not in the studio this week, but we'll be next weekend. Welcome to everyone. If your first time, this is TV. We are live on Saturdays, 6 p.m. Eastern. We talk about everything and anything. And today's topic is road rules to dating. So my name's Anastasia.
My name is Eva the Diva.
And always logically Valerie Mac. I froze for a second. I didn't even know what happened. We just kind of, but it's all right.
It's all good. It's all good.
I might have to change the browser in a little bit, but hopefully it'll last for as long as it needs to. So it's all right.
Good. All good.
What's going on, ladies?
Man, nothing but good things. Nothing but good things.
A lot of stuff happening, unfolding, planning, pushing through, and making things happen.
I feel like 2023 is really a year of, I think, all growth for all of us.
It's that like I said, I was telling you ladies, that GOAT year. This is our breakthrough year. We're just gonna make things happen. So next year will be our 24 karat gold year.
Facts.
24 karat gold year. I like that.
See?
Speak it into existence.
That's what
That
I'm
needs
saying.
to be what it needs to be. Facts. I like that a lot.
Manifestation is key. Keep saying it, it will happen. I mean, halfway through the year, and I feel like so much stuff has happened already. So
right.
A lot of changes.
The good, the bad, the ugly, but a lot of learning.
That part.
Facts. Yeah, that part.
Learning.
For real.
Hey. So Hugh Dimebag Dan says he's here for my baby Tashi. And Hugo says, good evening, ladies, and welcome back.
Hey, Hugo.
Hi, Hugo.
Welcome back to Hugo, too.
I know. Hugo's practically part of the show.
Dad. I don't even know who that is. I'm so sorry. By the name, I don't recognize it. I'm sure I know you because Call Me Beba, and only one person does that. So, but thank you for showing up. Appreciate it. Everybody else tuning in, shout out to everybody across the world. We haven't been updating clips recently, but they are coming soon once this one is over. It really has been a hectic month for all of us, with personal and professional, and getting just on the swing of things with just new doors opening right now, getting
Yeah.
used to that. So now everything is settling in and we're ready to get back to it. I'm so excited.
Yes.
I am really excited about this topic, role rules to dating. All of us here are single and we all have different experience with so many different aspects of dating.
And different outlooks, point of
Yeah.
views on
Yes.
certain things.
I think we do have very different point of views, certain things, but I think we all agree on communication, like how
Yes.
there's things after we get a certain age, or lifestyles or dynamics and things of that nature. I think that there should be certain things that you follow when it comes to dating, especially if you're dating with intent. I think that's the biggest thing.
And I think
Yeah.
that's the big key point today.
I think now for us, right, we're all in our 30s. I feel
David
like
says, "Hey,
David
David
says,
Nieves."
hey.
hey, we're all in our 30s now, right? So I know that we all have a different outlook of dating compared to when we were in our 20s. And
Definitely.
like I've been single now 4 years. I know Val's been like 5. How long for you, even?
Jesus, has it been 5 years? Let me
Right?
think
I know
about
you're
I
that
mean,
one.
younger than
Wait,
me.
what do y'all consider single? I'm just kidding.
I mean,
Out of a
relationship,
relationship.
Out of
like
an
like
actual relationship,
Yes, out of
though,
an actual relationship.
I want to say maybe a good solid 3 years, 4 years.
Yeah, so it's been a long time
yeah,
for all of us, right?
yeah.
And
Jesus, time flies. But I think what adds to that was pandemic. We all experienced pandemic, and
Yes.
it kind of like delayed certain things. No one was going out, and life
It
changes.
became a little bit
So
harder.
yeah,
it's a lot harder now.
yeah,
It was a lot harder,
for real.
definitely.
And I know, like, Val, I mean, I don't know exactly how it was for you, but I know Tasha and me, it was like, there was no life.
Yeah,
And
I still had to
There
work,
was
and there was
no
nobody
life.
I
All we
outside.
did was
worked.
work.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause I
I
went.
worked.
We went. I went remote
Hmm.
like March of 2020.
Did she freeze?
I think yeah, she
Yeah,
froze.
she froze.
Right when she was being
Right?
Testing,
juicy
And
with
I was about to
it.
explain
testing,
it.
testing.
Oh,
Okay,
okay, what
I'm
you said.
back. All right. I went remote March 2020. Right after that, I bought a washing machine, so I didn't even have a reason to go outside. I did Instacart all the time. And then yeah, that life changed. It was
Hmm.
more about did a lot of home projects. I got into little hobbies, and
Okay.
um meeting people was not a priority at the
Hmm.
time. I kind of
Yeah, it
revisited some
wasn't it.
old stuff also, and then it was like this is why it's old kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I worked at Port Authority at the time, so I was outside, but it
Hmm.
was nobody outside.
And I
It
was
was
just
Yep.
weird.
working
It was weird.
24
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
So,
It was different times. So I think that's also a contribution to the spaces since our last relationships, I
Yeah.
guess.
See?
And then
Make it
coming
fair.
out of that, I'm gonna blame it on that. Because 5 years
There's a
is a long
reason.
time. Now
I
that I
mean,
didn't saying it out loud, you're like, what the hell? Is that what
yeah,
happened?
yeah, yeah. Now that it's 4 years, um, you know, I think you start to wonder, like, okay, how much longer is this gonna last for? Not that I mind it, right? Because I'm good alone, but you start to miss the affection and communication with someone, and little things. But
Yeah.
I know for us now that being older, there's certain things that have to be communicated in the beginning when somebody starts to talk to you,
Yeah.
right? Compared to like when you're like 21 or in your 20s. And I
Absolutely.
think a lot of people don't, I can say, like, appreciate that.
Or maybe we pay more
Or
attention to it now.
yeah,
As
I
if
think
it was
for
said back to us when we were in our 20s. We'd be like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. They'll get over it.
I think it depends on where you are in your life and what you're dating for kind of thing. It's more like
The intent
if
again. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like I'm at a point in my life that if I wanted to just fuck around and that's what I'm going to do. But if I wanted a relationship, then that's what I'm looking for and that's what I'm purposely going to gear towards.
Yeah.
To waste time on something that's just to fuck around, it's just not worth it at the same time. So it's just really would depends on where you are in your life, I
All
think.
right. So let's say that you're dating with intent, right? You
Mhm.
somehow are attracted to the person. At what point are you asking like the deeper questions
Early.
to know, okay, are we on the same page?
For
How
me, I'm
early though? Is
asking
this like the
deeper
first
questions.
conversation or?
Within the first 2 to 3 dates, I'm asking specific questions because I need to gauge whether or not I want to spend the time to get to know you. If I want to continue to date you, and I open it more now than I have been in dating. So
Yeah.
like religious beliefs, whether or not you want kids, income, lifestyle, what you're into.
Mhm.
There's a lot that you need to
My
know
nose is itchy.
early. And if that's not on the same page, then why would I continue to date you? Time is money, and I don't got that time.
I mean,
I don't
I
think
agree
any
with
of
those
us really
things. I need to
have
know.
that time right now to
I
just kind
think
of
I'm big on
lose.
the kids question, right? I don't have kids, and
Mhm.
if it happens, still have some time for me in my window. So I need to know if that's something that they're for. If not, respectfully, like we could be friends, sir.
For
Uh,
me,
that's it.
I don't want any, and I'm at a point in my life where I don't want to invest that in there. So I
Mhm.
prefer someone with kids who got that out of their system, or someone who doesn't want kids at all and has different ideas and goals for me anyway. What about you,
Yeah.
Eva?
Eva.
I mean, I have kids, so I mean, I've been there, done that with the whole kids thing. Um, and it's funny because like my kids have always wanted me to have another kid, and I'm like, kind of need somebody for that. Their idea behind it is like, you don't need somebody; you could just get pregnant and then just go raise it together.
That's
I'm
hilarious.
like,
That's
that
not
sounds
reality.
beautiful, but that's not reality, right? So,
Yeah.
I think honestly, and I think I've talked to guys who do have kids, some who don't. I really don't mind kids because obviously I have my own. Like, I'm not
Are you
gonna be like,
are
oh,
you
I only
open?
date guys without kids. Like, no, I don't care.
Are you
But
open to
do
having?
I want kids? I don't think I have much of a window anymore. I'll be honest. I don't know if I do. I mean, if it happens, it happens. If it's like something agreed upon with each other, sure. But if it doesn't happen, like I'm completely fine without it too. Like,
Do you
Okay,
think guys are turned off if you bring up that conversation early?
that's a good question for the guys in here right now. Like,
oh,
Hold on, David just said
oh,
some shit. Ask everything, even when their last psychological exam was. LOL, take no chances. If you're crazy, I need to know now. David, I don't
bruh,
think they're gonna tell you if they
right,
crazy. Like someone doesn't say, "Hey, I'm
when was your
crazy."
last 5150?
right.
What the fuck is a 5150?
The mental
That's
evaluation.
the even those.
Oh, so that's how you know I'm not crazy. I've never done that. I don't know. I don't even
Hey,
know
I'm
what
just saying.
that is.
I didn't know either, but even it has a medical background, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's mental
Makes sense.
evaluation,
Or
but
or or she's had a mental evaluation. I mean,
Oh,
haven't had one just yet.
just yeah. I
how
mean,
forthcoming are you with certain things? Like, what are you comfortable not answering to? I'm wondering. Like, that's a good. Di-
that's a good question.
yeah.
I don't think I'm
Mm,
not comfortable answering any questions. I just expect the same back.
Right. Okay.
I could agree with that. Yeah,
I think
I'm an
there's
open
certain
book
things I would hold off on talking about.
Like
as
what?
Um, family backgrounds.
really.
I think
Not
that's essential though. Like you
I think
kind
it's
of
or
important.
like
yeah.
to a certain extent because I've been too forthcoming, and when you've gone through certain things, people I didn't like certain responses I've received, and so now
Mm,
I'm a little bit hesitant on how I
Mm,
deliver certain things.
okay.
I get that.
Like
I get,
I'm whenever I'm speaking about certain things that I've been through, it's more about so you know why I am who I am,
Hmm.
not because I want you to feel sorry for me, kind of thing.
Got it.
mhm.
So I've had different responses. Um B Rose told you not. It's off putting. Better to know someone's intent early on.
It's true.
Facts. Facts. I mean, I think that's one of the biggest things that a lot of us as adults need to be more comfortable and forthcoming. Let me know your intent. If you're looking to date me and get to know me, I want to know early. If you're just here to have a good time, I want to know early. I think guys need to be more forthcoming and
Yeah. I think that
and
has to be in the first conversation.
Do you
yeah.
think they hold off?
Oh, absolutely. Their goal
I
is to
think
get
they
in the
fake it till they
pants.
make it.
They want to fuck, bro.
I mean,
Guys just want to fuck, and if they like you after they fuck, then maybe they'll stick around.
Yeah. I feel the same.
It's
Like I feel like a lot majority of the time they
yeah.
just faking it so they get it. And if they really feeling it, and then they'll continue.
How
And if
far
yeah.
do you think a
then
guy
yeah,
would go though, like faking it
bruh,
until he gets what he gets, and then
you'd be
he's telling,
surprised.
you know what?
You'd be surprised.
I'm never surprised, honestly. At this point, I'm like, yeah, wow, you really trying hard. Like, there's real tryhards, right? And
Have
then
y'all
when
ever
they,
spotted a guy and you're like, now you're trying too hard, and I can see it, and it ain't gonna go past this now.
I've had that, yeah.
no, I think I recognize things early, and only because of I've had a lot of guy friends who put me onto game early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your passion not be used as a weapon as well.
Oh,
True.
absolutely,
Agreed. Yeah.
absolutely.
Agreed.
I'm not using that as a weapon in any
Agreed.
way. It's
No,
more
I think
about
he meant
insight.
like people against you.
The other people may use
Oh
it against.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I think that at the age group that we are, everyone has some form of experience, past life,
Yeah.
traumas, past relationships,
Yeah.
or children and things of that nature. Um, you have to accept people for who you are and be. I think another thing is being aware of what you can and cannot accept.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. So in the beginning, when you're having these conversations, right? Of course, like, okay, you're talking about, all right, do you want kids? Agree. If you don't, or you do, and then then it comes up with like, are you into, or I should say, like, believe in getting married? Because some people are against it, right? And then, of course, the next question is like, all right, like, what is your religious beliefs?
Mm. I've stopped dating people for religious beliefs, not because I was against their beliefs, but because the question came. For example, I was dating this guy for a few weeks, and he was Muslim, and my
Mm-hmm.
question was, well, when you see yourself 3 or 4 or 5 years from now, what kind of relationship do you see yourself in? And he's like, well, I would like my wife as well as my children to be raised under something, something Allah. The
Mhm.
term he used, I don't know. And
Yeah.
I immediately said, well, I don't think this is going to work because I'm never going to convert. And if we're not on the same page with that, then I won't waste your time. I understand that's what you're looking for, but I'm not going to be able to do that for you. Um,
But I think that was a good.
I mean, I feel like you have to know that early.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was kind of like straight up letting him know, like, all right, this is cool, but like I'm not in that future,
Yeah.
Right.
and I'm not gonna hold you back.
Yeah. That's dating with intent, making it
Mm-hmm.
known, making it clear, knowing what your expectations are, whether or not you're willing to bend. And that's one of the things that a lot of people don't do in dating today. That's
Yeah.
And
the
even if
that's the frustrating part.
my thing is when they do say something though, and then they still continue, and it's like, okay, but you just said something. Like, why are you still acting the same?
That doesn't make sense, Eva. I need you to explain.
Okay, I guess because I have a scenario in my head, I'm just not
Yeah,
trying
but
to
you're
say
not
it
really
all.
Yeah,
forthcoming
you
of what it
gotta.
is. Use an example, please.
The example from last night's topic. Okay, so it's just one of those things where when you say like, okay, well, let's just say it was a religion, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
My religion won't allow me to do X, Y, and Z, right? And then, but they continue to try and keep a communication with you,
So let's
even though that thing was
And now
already
I understand.
established.
Okay, now I understand.
so
So
let's help our viewers understand. Uh,
let's say I don't eat pork.
yeah.
Okay.
right? And but you want to eat pork, you cook with pork, and you're not willing to change this, and I'm completely against it. But because I know that you're okay with it, I'm still continuing to talk to you. That's
Mhm.
what you mean, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Right. I think at that point, then the other person needs to make a decision
Yeah.
for you, because you can't let me go, but I know this is not going anywhere. So let me let you go.
Yeah.
That part.
That part. That part.
I mean,
I
obviously
think
not that example. I think pork is probably something people can get past, I guess. I don't know. But
sometimes no.
some people, that's a no.
Yeah.
That's going to lead me to my next question. What are your hard no's, like, that you would not
Hard.
pass if you're dating someone and you're like, okay, this doesn't work?
Uh,
And
one of
those
my
who's
hard.
watching, let us know in the comments. What are your hard
Right?
no's?
I think one of my hard no's for me is if you treat your family shitty, because I'm
Mm.
really big on family, and if I notice like certain behaviors, like I'm gonna be like, no, that's it, I'm good,
Or a man who
because
doesn't take
and
care of
it'll
his
just
kids.
indicate certain behaviors towards
Okay,
you.
but what if they come from a different type of family that they try growing apart from because they don't like how they are and they're just trying to be their own person? And, kind of like Val says,
I
you're
mean,
not
yeah, I
trying to
can get
like
that.
bring it up in a sense for you to kind of throw it back on them, but
I
them kind
get
of
that.
explaining it like, I'm
Right.
different.
I think it becomes situational on that, right? Like, of course, it depends on the
Right.
situation. But
I
when
mean,
you
if the
pay
family's
attention,
toxic,
yeah,
you
but when
can't
you
Right.
pay
imagine.
attention to like how your person, right, treats their mom or their siblings,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just like, what the fuck? That's a hard no for me, because and I know part of you is gonna have that same characteristics towards me.
Right.
So,
Hugo wants to know, and what are hard no's that came around with age and experience?
mm.
Ooh.
And she froze.
She,
Uh,
at least she looks cute.
right? Age and experience. That's a good question. A hard no.
Definitely not having goals.
Yeah. Not
Because I
yeah.
think like when we're young, we kind of
back.
think
I'm
of
back. I'm
the,
back.
You're back, yeah.
hey, how are you?
So he was
Sorry.
asking this hard nose with age and experience, like what are hard. So Eva said goals. Yeah, if they don't have any goals, that's a hard no.
That's a good one. I mean, that comes with age and experience, because you
Yeah.
don't know. In your early 20s, there aren't really things
You
that you're
got time.
aspiring for. You got time. You're not
Mm-hmm.
thinking in that manner. That's a good answer, right,
But
Eva?
if you're
Yeah.
35 and still have no idea what you're doing with yourself,
We
that's
not
gonna
on
be
the same table.
That
no.
that does come with it. I think I mentioned this in a previous episode, but for me, Hugo, that came with age and experience was if you've never lived independently,
Yeah.
you've never experienced living on your own, being an independent adult, that's
Hmm.
a hard no for me.
And shit happens in life, right? We all sometimes stuff happens. You got to go back home. That's different,
That's
right?
not, yeah,
But if
that's
you've
different.
never been out on your own ever, that's a little scary. You know.
Mauricio, y'all heard how Japanese women think it's okay to cheat in marriages? They say in
What?
Japan, they just understand that one person can't meet all your needs. I have never heard that,
I have never
Mauricio.
heard that either.
Oh, I thought y'all was saying Asian experience, not Asian.
You know
I'm
what?
dead. I'm dead.
I'm looking at all these comments.
That's funny.
Hugo says closed mindedness and bigotry, hate of others for whatever reason. That's a hard no for
Yes.
him.
Yeah, that's a hard no
I
for me.
would agree with that too.
Yeah.
I would definitely agree with that. I mean, um
I think too, someone that always complains about stuff is
Like
a negative mindset.
not being a solutioner. Is
Yeah.
that a word?
a
Solutioner.
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 It's a word now.
So we're now hashtag solutioner. Um, problem solver. There you go.
Yeah, I don't like that. That whole like negative mindset constantly.
Just complaining
Like,
about everything instead
yeah.
of actually finding a way out of it.
That's a no for me.
Definitely. Solutioner.
That's it.
I mean,
That's it.
and it goes back to the whole goals thing, because look, things happen in life, sometimes good, sometimes bad, sometimes, and it's one of those things. It's just, how are you going to get out of it? How are you going to grow from it? It's one of those things that we were just kind of talking to, is not where you're coming from, but it's where you're going, or where you're moving towards. The past doesn't determine your future. Yeah. So it's one of those things. It's like, can you grow? Can you get out of those problems? Can you find a solution to that shit? And
are you motivated
out of it?
to, keep moving forward? And can you be there, like, if something happens and either of us, so,
I have another. I just thought of another hard no.
What?
If you want a threesome. That's a hard no for me.
Really?
Someone saying that I need a threesome, I need to do this, I need to do that. You should have got that out of your way. Wait a long time ago. Go get those experiences done,
That's
please.
like, now we're not in our 20s no more.
Bro, I want to hear. I want to hear. Let's travel. Let's go see this. Right. Let's do this. Let's do. Like,
let's bend you over on a balcony.
I mean, of course, I want those things too. I'm not a hard no on the threesome though.
Nah, for me that's a hard no, because I don't like females.
I mean,
that's different.
That makes sense.
I just feel like if you still asking for that, then I'm not the one to give that to you, and I don't want to waste your time. Nothing against it. That's just not for me.
Me too.
It could be plenty of reasons why they might ask still. They probably have
just a jealous experience.
No. That's fine if they ask that. However,
we gonna fight.
I ain't giving it to you, so maybe you need to move on with someone who will.
Look, if that was to ever happen, like, I'm gonna say, we would fight. We would end up fighting. Also,
a hard no. One criteria I would have that isn't a yes no. How? But how do you roll with the punches? How someone can roll with the punches?
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
Marissa, who's trying to get bent over? Sounds like he wants to have a fun trip at Mardi Gras. I agree. That's hilarious. No, I think how you roll with the punches, how you can adapt, how you deal with life experiences. That's a good, but you can't get that from a few dates. How do you read that early in a conversation?
I mean, you could ask them about, like, okay, what would you do in this kind of situation? Or what if this happened to you? Like, or how did you deal with other situations in your life? And then gauge,
Have y'all ever watched How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days?
Yes.
Like, it's reminding me of that. Like, how she puts, like, all these scenarios and, like, situations, and he's like, but they were both on the same game.
Right. Any man, if she had done those crazy ass shit, a man would have left. Like, bro, I ain't dealing with this. But because he had to bet, they
were both on the same game. But they ended up falling in love.
And they fell in love, yeah.
Bro, life is not a movie.
I know.
Even wants to believe that it is, though.
I do. I really do.
I'm sorry. I'm going to be the one to tell you. That's not ever going to happen. In the world of where men have so many options, when you do that crazy shit, they can leave. And it's not... Bro, come on. What do you mean?
They have a lot of options, but they don't have a lot of choices.
Depends.
What? They can see they have a lot of options, but who really is going to respond back to them?
I think there's many women who would respond back because they like the attention. Women like the attention, right? Now, whether or not they're giving you the right type of attention, or whether or not they respond the way you want them to respond, maybe they'll take advantage of him, maybe they won't treat him as well, but they definitely like the attention.
I think a hard no for me too is if they're boring.
If they're boring?
Ooh, yeah. What would make them boring?
Yeah, I was just going to ask that question.
Real dry, or like if you're like, oh,
can't
what
hold
do you
convo.
like to do? Yeah, like that's a no.
Yeah, you know what's
maybe serious all the time.
They're a good texter, but that they can't communicate in person.
I'm not a good texter. I'm better in person. That's like, me. I'm definitely one of call me, FaceTime me, or be in person. Texting is not me.
I'm both.
I can do both.
Yeah,
I suck at it. I'm really bad at it.
I can do both, and I think a lot of it comes to because we're always on the phone. Have you been reading
Confucius?
What is
life isn't a movie and it's not Burger King. You can't have it your way.
Yeah.
Wow, thanks, Dave. Thanks.
Damn.
I mean, I think maybe this what makes it tough though, dating.
Another hard no for me is a man who has several kids and is not taking care of them.
Oh, facts. Yes.
Definitely.
That's a hard no for me.
Definitely.
Yeah, facts.
Definitely.
What if you don't find out about the kids till later on?
That's a hard. That's a breakup for me.
That's a whole situation.
Because you are a liar.
How
you not telling me about your kids?
Bruh.
How did we miss this? Right? Like, no.
Who do that? Who do that?
People ain't shit. People ain't shit.
No, that's a character flaw. Like that's a straight red flag. I'm sorry.
Yes. Same for me, because I'm like that mom that just whips out the pictures, like, oh, I have my kids. Look, these are my kids. Like, I've done, and it's one thing that I've never done, like, is hide the kids. Like, how can I
Yo, men ain't shit. Men ain't shit sometimes. So guys that are in the chat right now, what is a hard no for you when it comes to girls?
I would love to know that.
We definitely would want to know that.
Yeah. And anybody that want to hop on with us, put your email in the chat box. You can hop on. We'll send you the link.
Yeah.
I was like, or call the studio. I forgot we're not in the studio.
Sorry, guys. Drop your email. You can hop on with us. I would love to know, what are hard no's that guys be like, no?
I think someone who's too clingy is a
Clingy?
no for some guys.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
For some guys, I think someone who's way too clingy or not clingy enough. Like, there's the balance is weird.
I know, there's like
with
no
some
middle
guys.
Right?
Yeah, no, I
took care of all of mine.
As you should. Facts. So I think one of the things when it comes to as far as dating, role rules, I think a lot of people need to be more comfortable with dating with an intent for a reason. And if you're not dating for a reason, then meet with the people who are on the same page with you.
Then it's not dating at that point.
It's just
Exactly.
fucking around.
I feel like then you just want to fuck.
Well,
Motherfucker, is you interested or not? It's a good question. I mean, it could just come down to that, but the thing is, for me, it's difficult because I don't know if I'm interested if I don't know you. And attraction grows over time. Like, you could be attractive, but for me to like you, that grows.
I ask really detailed questions, and I don't know if that's like a turn off to people, but there's like lots of things that I just like, I need to know.
What are some of your questions? I want to know.
What are these detailed questions?
Like, I'd be like, okay, well, how do you do your laundry? Do you do your own laundry, or do you like pay for it? What kind of snacks do you like?
Okay, wait, hold on, stop right there. So what's the response? What's the purpose of that particular
or what
question?
are you looking for?
I'm looking for, are you self-sufficient? Or for me, it's like, do you look for the easy way out of things with everything you do?
And you tell that by laundry, or someone who probably needs the time and actually is productive with work or making money.
Right.
I mean, it depends on the situation, but those are literally questions I ask. Like, do you do your own laundry or do you pay it?
I don't
mind laundry.
What if they say they pay for their laundry?
I like laundry is probably one of the few chores I like to do.
That would be my question. Why?
Because they just don't like to do it, like Val said.
Like,
or maybe they're the type of people that can do the laundry but forget to fold it, and it gets folded within 7 to 10 business days. So instead of dealing with that, they just go and wash it, get it folded and everything, come back and they just put it away.
Or they don't put it away and it sits there. So
nah, for me,
that's an issue.
No, the folding part is probably the best part of doing laundry for me. Like, I like to fold.
It's a stressful.
It's very I was gonna say it's a therapeutic process. I'll put on some music and then I'm just folding clothes. That's probably the one chore I like to do. I hate cleaning the bathroom. It's probably the least chore.
Really?
Not a fan of cleaning the bathroom. That's one thing I miss about being in a relationship. My man always cleaned the bathroom. I didn't have to worry about it.
Really?
Yes.
Fellas.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, now, right? If I talk to people, these are questions I'm asking. Like, okay, do you do this for yourself? Like, do you like doing chores? Do you cook? You know, like.
Tash is looking for a manservant to do her laundry and take care of the delegates.
See, that's the thing, though. Unrealistic
Unrealistic
Actually,
is like
expectations.
you
you know,
require what you can't provide for yourself is a no. I like that
Yeah.
statement. I like that statement, and I think that's a lot of issues with women. Like you expect
yes.
certain expectations from a man, but you don't live that lifestyle and you don't have it. So
Yeah.
why do you expect it?
So the thing
That's
for
crazy
me,
to me.
yeah. So the thing for me, right? Like, you know, and I know you ladies know, growing up in my family, the women are like,
I can't stand laziness.
yeah, that part.
Hmm.
You know, the women are really strong women, right? And you can still work, and but we still carry the
Have to
household.
do all the shit.
They still cook, still clean, still do laundry. I love doing all that stuff. That's just how I was raised. This is what I've seen. So I don't mind doing the extra even if I have to work. That's how I wasn't on all my
And
relationships.
fix out the trash, fix the
So
car, and lift heavy stuff.
so I like to ask those questions because yes, I'm going to do it for you anyway.
Hmm.
But I need to know that you can do it yourself too. Because if God forbid anything was to happen to me, or
Okay.
if that I just not want to do it, I need to know that you can do it and and is not lazy to
But
do it.
I know a lot of women who well. I know a lot of young girls. Let me say, I'm correcting myself. I know a lot of young girls who don't do their own laundry. I've never have. They'll do the drop off
That's
service just because
wild.
it's
I don't
easier.
know,
This is unfortunately that's the younger generation. It's the Kardashian followers. Like that's life
bro.
for them, and it's like,
Unrealistic.
bro, that's not real. This is
But
why.
okay. But see, here's the thing: is it's at the end of the day, it's getting done.
Mm,
What that
Okay,
mean?
no, because listen. So I'm gonna retract. You said new
Okay, all right.
generation. I'm gonna retract like
Okay.
not thousands of years because I'm not that old, but back when my dad was younger, before kids, right? When he was a single guy, he used to do the drop off service,
Yeah, that works. That
and to him it was like that's just the way I rolled. But not once in his life did he ever let his family down.
my question
You
is
know what I
okay.
mean? So it was like,
Here's
yeah,
my
that was his
question.
single life, but as a
Can he
family man, it was
do
different.
can he do the laundry if he had to?
Yeah, he
Right.
just chose
I'm
okay.
not to.
talking about right, that's a choice. I'm talking about the young women who cannot
Haven't
do
had
it
to do it.
or don't know how to, so they prefer to just drop it off because they just don't want to or never have.
Yeah. Disclaimer, guys. I'm not against anyone that drops off their laundry. uh, I just like to ask these specific questions because it just shows me a little bit about somebody, right? And I ask the detailed stuff about like snacks, food, drinks, is because I'm a very random person who likes to just do cute little gifts or anything just
Yes.
outside of the norm for me. So like I'm asking the most detailed stuff all the time. So
How
where
would you
they
handle a
weren't
situation where they weren't in a situation to throw money at it? I don't know if I understand the question fully.
yeah. Can you clarify?
Please clarify the question, Hugo, because I how would
Throw
you
I
money at it. I'm thinking
think
so many different thoughts. Like
that sounds like a stripper thing.
that.
I don't understand. Oh, how
But
would you
it's
handle a
just, you know,
situation where they weren't in a
and
situation
I'm
to
asking
throw money
questions. I'm
at it?
like, you know, are you affectionate? Do you cuddle? Like,
No,
um,
that's important.
I need to know. Like, do you not like to be touched? Do you like to be touched? How are you in public? Right? Like, handle doing that if they can't pay for someone to do theirs. I would
Like
do
laundry,
everything
handle
for
doing
you.
that if they can't pay for something to do this. So how do you handle a situation where they weren't in the situation to just pay for it? Okay, I get it. Think I get it. Basically, if you don't got the money to pay for it, can you take care of it on your own? How do you
right.
handle that kind of thing?
Exactly.
Right. Right. I would if you ain't got the money to pay for it, you shouldn't be paying for it. You should
Doing
be
it
doing it yourself.
to
That's
begin
what
with.
it is, obviously, right? I mean, that's what I would expect.
That's how
Yeah.
you become in debt, guys.
It's wrong. Can you be self sufficient by
Yeah.
yourself?
Mm-hmm.
If you can,
For
cool.
me, that falls
But
into never living on your own independently. Like that's where all of that for me goes to,
mhm.
because if you've never paid rent on your own, if you've never been able to clean your own place, feed yourself, clothe yourself, and live independently, that's a it
Yeah.
has
I'm
all of that
even
has to tie
asking
in.
like how do you do grocery shopping? are you just the one to just throw everything in the cart, or do you go through every single aisle, or do you go
I
prepared?
have to go through every single.
I do
Like
both.
these little things tell you a
I
lot
do
about people.
both. Like I have a list, right? I have a list of what I need,
What
but
do
I
you
go
need?
through each aisle and I end up overspending.
But
So I make sure I
but
get everything on the list, but I also realize I need more when I'm there.
exactly, exactly.
These little things matter, guys. It's like at first you really won't think
They
about it, but
do.
then you got to think about it. Like, what if you're not on the same page of how do you do grocery shopping?
I don't see I think that when they see my way, I'm more efficient because here's here's why I say this, right? Okay. So I grew up with we didn't have a whole lot, and it would really suck to be on the toilet bowl and you run out of tissue and you
Mm-hmm.
don't got nothing in the house and you
Yeah.
got to hop in the shower when you ain't got that time, right? While as an adult, I will always have. I'm one who over buys because I don't ever want to run out. So
Mm.
like I have like everything stocked up that it will last me until my for a while. So
So you was
that's how I
solid
shop.
during COVID.
Oh, I was
You
solid,
solder?
solid. Yeah. I was solid. I was good for at least 2 months, 2 3 months. The problem was I only prepared for that much, and it was like this is going to be longer than 3 months.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like that too. Like with toothpaste, deodorant, toilet paper, like the main necessities. I think you should always have, a lot more.
Heroes. Yeah.
Y'all
I
need
mean,
laundry done, $100
Flashy.
fat free. Listen, if you want to do it, I ain't paying for it. I'm sorry, but I'm willing to let you do it.
that kind of comes into another question though, because I don't remember where I heard it, but it was about the guy complaining
Oh no,
that his
sorry to give me
wife
some on
wouldn't
this
clean
one.
the house, but she would get somebody to clean the house that she would pay out of her money. So she saw no problem with it. Like at the end of the day, the house is clean. What do you mean? But the guy's complaint was, "You're not cleaning the house." What
But
y'all
it
think?
got done.
But it got done.
So I'm a
I can
I
see it though both ways. I can see it
so
both ways.
I can see it both ways also. Here's my issue when okay, all right, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy in this one, but I've had people help me clean. Like when I've hired
Okay.
someone to come just to help me and then I'm cleaning at the same time because
Mm-hmm.
I can't I let it get to a point where I can't do it by myself or I don't want to do it by myself, right? Or and I've contemplated having someone come help me and paying for someone to do it for me. And then I get real guilty and overthink it. And then I'm like, no, my Spanish blood won't let me do that. So I don't pay. So I can't do it.
Their
But
essence is gonna be rolling in the grave,
it's
yo.
like, oh my god, why how could I ever pay someone to pay clean for me? Like it's but I'm at a point in my life where it's like, I might just do it. I might just do it. And then just don't do it. Yeah.
I get that
That
though.
was
I
a
definitely get
useless
it.
rant for no reason.
No,
But no, I get that. Definitely
Yeah.
do.
I think for me though, it's like when
Those
I live
bag
with
of
somebody.
chips won't jump into the cart on their own. True story, Hugo.
I mean, I got fat
I have
fingers.
I
taught
have
my
taught my
12-year-old how
12-year-old
to
to change
change
brakes,
brakes,
oil
oil.
ties.
There
He
you go.
cleans and cooks. Good. Yes. I've been cooking and cleaning since I don't even before
Exactly,
I
Same,
was
David.
10.
same. 9, 10 years
Same.
old, already cooking.
Sunday
Sunday
mornings
mornings with
just for
salsa music and
music and
yes,
flamingos. Well, there you go.
exactly.
See, Brandon, you got this.
Or unless I'm doing Sundays matinees because I like to watch my horror movies. But
True.
yeah.
That is true. But
Then I
then
think,
after, it's on.
Now if I'm out that morning, it's
yeah, I'm
Matt
not
when
coming
I
back
come
to you.
back and I'm chilling.
Never
I
I
might
mind.
think
So
for
skip a
me,
this
week.
needed to get
It's
done
all
on
right.
Saturday, y'all.
I think for me, when I live with somebody, right, is like it's already in me. Like, no, I need to make sure this is done for my
Yeah.
person. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I will ever pay someone to clean because for me, it's like, no, I have to do this for my husband or for whoever I'm with because that's just me. I'll still
Yeah.
work, I still do it, but things have to be done. Dinner will be done, laundry's done, food prepped. Like that's just how I am naturally. So
And
I
I
think
think that's
that's
that's the Latina in you. They're like, because even now, even working from home, like
I
on
think
my
it's
breaks,
our
I'm like,
age
I
group.
kind of calculate everything to where by the time I'm done, everything's ready for me to just cook it
uh-huh.
and dinner's ready.
Facts. Yeah.
It's
I'm
not
running
that hard.
down. I'm running through breaks downstairs.
Right?
Taking the meat out, putting it in the sink. Come back up.
Cutting some
I'm a
shit
I'm
up
a
real
better
quick.
person when in a relationship than single because I don't give a shit when I'm single. But in a relationship, I'm like, I'll do it for you. It's okay. I got
Yeah.
it. It's it's
Waking up
it's a
extra
nurturing part.
early, making
Right, the
breakfast,
nurturing
prepping
kicks
lunch.
in.
It's just there.
Um,
And I think that's what's really hard now in dating is because it's just not in everyone. And then it also shows, okay, like how much is it also shows how the person will be towards you. Like, what's the word that you always use, Val? Considerate. How
Oh,
people are
consideration goes
not
a
that
I was like,
long way
logical.
for me. No.
right.
What about physical traits? Any hard nose there? Oh, that's a good
Oh, that's a
question,
good
Hugo.
question.
That's a good
Dang.
That's a
question.
great
Hugo
question.
putting us on the spot today. Okay.
Um, can I go first on that one?
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Take it
Um,
away.
so dental hygiene is a big no for me. If you don't,
Okay.
if your teeth, see, my
She got me.
smile is taken care of. You know what I mean? But dental hygiene is a big no for me if it's not on point. And
Okay.
obesity, like I don't mind heavy set, but
Mhm.
obesity I probably cannot get with. Um, outside of that, there really isn't any. And if you have really bad bo, oof,
Oh,
body odor, oh, I can't.
yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
yeah.
not for
Hygiene,
nothing.
hygiene. It's not even
Right.
physical, right? I guess it's that. I
Hygiene.
don't know.
I think it's
Hygiene
just
and
common.
extremely overweight. Anything else? I mean, I don't have a race preference. I don't have a hair preference. For me, like I said, attraction isn't physical for me.
Look at
Okay,
you,
so
face.
You guys is like,
no,
okay,
it's
go
just
ahead.
funny that
No.
you say all that because I've always focused on that too.
Hmm.
Like I'm very big on smells. Like good
Oh
smells.
yeah.
I love smells. Like I love candles. I love my car scents. I love like Bath and Body Works. Like y'all need to like sponsor me. Like I've been your like prime customer for years, and it sucks because when it comes to that too, like I hate bo. Like if it's something that I'm just like, oh, like it's not like a one-off. It's like okay, it's constant now. Like we need to cleanse your system at this point. Like something else is happening. But the thing is, it sucks because now after COVID,
Bald
I
lives
lost
matters. They sure
Bald
do.
Lives Matter.
They sure do.
After COVID, I lost my scent and taste. I got it back, and then it went away, and it never came back.
What the fuck?
So my scent is not really there. So all my body sprays, all my lotions, all my
So
candles,
you
I
don't
have
even
no
know if you
fucking
stink.
idea what it smells like.
And then damn.
So your breath can be kicking ass right now, and I have no idea.
Nose blind. That shit'll
Shit.
suck. That shit
Is it
sucks.
though? Does it suck?
Nah,
But I may
Yes.
be
it does.
saving some
It
guys out there
does.
because if I can't smell your breath, your farts, like I guess we good.
Ew.
That's
Damn.
funny.
Yeah,
But you could hear them.
I can hear him, but I
Yeah.
can't smell him. And it was funny because I was
But what?
doggy sitting too, and he was ripping ass, and I'm looking. He looks back at me too. He was looking at me like I'm looking at him like you lucky I can't smell your ass. But I can't. Yeah, it sucks. So for the good or the bad, I can't smell.
But what about physical traits, Eva? What are your hard nose there?
Hard nose. I don't.
Like, what are you not attracted to at all?
You can
You
say
either
it.
don't want to say it or just say it.
Okay, you like
Okay.
I'm short. I'm
Okay,
short. And if we the same height,
that's a hard
that's
no.
a no.
Don't feel bad.
I'm gonna need to
So
know
you can't be shorter than
in a
5 feet.
fire you could fireman my ass and we both gonna be saved. Like
What's the
I think that's
shortest
a
you will
hard no.
date? What's the shortest you will date?
I'm gonna be quite honest. Maybe a 5'8". Shortest. I'm 5'3".
Okay, I'm
I
5'2".
need some. Like
I'm
if I
short
put
too.
heels on, we could be eye to eye.
I'm good with 5'5" and above.
Nah, I'm gonna
My
need
hard
like a
no is
5'8".
can't be shorter than me. That's a negative.
That's a hard no.
That's
Okay.
a hard no. Yep.
And that's a definitely no for me. And
I don't meet
Sorry,
a lot
guys.
of guys who are shorter than me. Not a lot, anyway, but there's a few.
I think height, short, yeah, that's a
Height.
hard no for me.
Okay. Anna, physical traits that are hard nose.
Oh, and chicken legs.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Chicken legs.
That thing hashtag chicken legs. She can know what that is.
Okay.
Definitely shorter than me is a hard no.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't come for me now, all the guys listening, but a hard no for me is the like long, thick beards. It's just not for me.
You're bugging, bro.
It's-
In my
Okay,
20s,
well, wait.
hold on, tell me.
Like,
Yeah. No,
Hold
we
on.
need
Hold on, wait.
clarification on this. One.
Wait.
Hold on.
Here's the thing. When in my younger years, I was not a fan of beards. I wasn't a fan. But as I've gotten older, and like my exes have gone through different phases,
yeah,
goatees, light beards, thicker beards, longer beards, and things of that nature. And I've dated. Beards are very nice.
I'm
need
saying
beards.
the extra long, like
It's nice.
What I can
like
do is
if
them
it's taken
beards that
care
are
of, if it's
long
taken
that
care
are
of.
it can't be down
care
here.
of.
That's
I
no
think
for
that's
me. This whole like
talking about like Sons of Anarchy biker long.
Duck Dynasty type of long.
Oh yeah.
yeah, like
Nah,
if
I
it's
don't.
like
can't do
here long, right, and it's tapered, cleaned, like I'm okay.
Yeah.
Not like just out. Nah, I can't do it. Just can't.
Okay.
Okay.
I can agree with that. But I do need beard.
Some.
I don't need it. I don't mind it. Though.
Nah.
Like,
You
I
need
need
beard, really?
yeah. I know what she's talking about. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's
Okay.
nice. It's a nice little thing. And when they bald and with a beard, it's also good. I like that. I don't know. I've grown into it. When I was young, I was not a fan, but that's a good. That's
Well,
good.
there you go.
I
So-
mean, I've seen guys that like actually look really nice without facial hair.
I'm
I'm
not
not
attracted to
attracted to
high
that.
blood pressure, diabetes, or any of that. I can love you to death, but if you're not willing to take care of yourself for yourself, that's a problem.
That's a good one.
And
That's a good one.
that's powerful.
And yeah.
Same here, and
Excessive
excessive facial
facial
hair
hair.
is a hard no for me. Listen,
Hugo.
that's biological.
dead.
They can't control it. They can't
I'm
control it. Don't
dead.
judge them.
I mean, they gotta take care of it at least. If they
At
don't,
least, just brush it.
I wax often.
I just waxed today. Actually, that was my earlier appointment.
I've never.
I think
waxed my
I
face.
think that's a hard no for me if you do not keep up with bodily things. Let me just say that. Just keeping yourself groomed.
Maintenance?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do they need to have it a certain way though?
Not a jungle.
Oh, you're talking about the penis.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah, all right. I'm like, I was a little lost for a second. Where did we go
I was
just now?
thinking about like
I was trying to keep it a little
eyebrows,
clean, but yeah,
beard.
it can't be a jungle. Even for a woman, for me too, it can't be crazy. There's no way. Like you gotta be.
I think that is just like insane.
It is
Right.
not.
How? What am I supposed to do? Floss?
I can't do it. Nah.
She said, like it should be groomed. I don't need
it
it
needs
bald,
to
but it
be-
should be taken
yeah,
care
I
of.
don't need it
should
like
It needs to
waxed.
be maintained.
Yeah.
Exactly, but
Properly.
cut, trim,
Yeah.
inside the lines type of thing. We're taking it back to kindergarten.
Inside
inside
the
the lines. Like just pretty.
Pretty.
Yeah, even for girls, for me too. Like you gotta be, you know what I mean?
She said pretty. Nah.
It has to.
Yeah, funny.
I mean,
Nah,
other than that,
I
it's
agree.
like,
But okay, so you guys, no one's really saying anything about like any like specific physical traits that you're just not attracted to.
No, because I just feel like as you get older,
okay. I'll
it's
be
not
honest,
all about
I don't like big noses,
Okay.
but I've heard other women that they like that for a certain reason.
I'm
Is that connected? If they got a big nose, they got a big dick.
Oh no, I meant for when they're
Oh,
eating
when they eat
lunch.
pussy? Oh.
God damn it.
What
Okay,
does the
yes.
nose? What do they do with their nose?
They
Isn't
put
what
it in
don't they
there.
get in the way?
They'd be like,
Oh, oh, I'm feeling a little dumb for a second. Okay, okay.
I get it now. Like if it's rubbing. Okay.
So they can spend money on a landscaper. It's manscapers. Yo, B Rose
The
knows that
lifesaver.
manscaper. That yeah.
Yes.
Any man that I've been with, I've gifted that. The 4.0, I think is now. Is it
Do
at the
you think
4.0
it's
now?
out of pocket if you gift that to someone that you're dating?
Nah, I think it's a
No.
perfect gift, and niggas appreciate that. They love it.
They
What
should.
if it's early?
And if they don't, they nasty.
If it's early,
What if it's early in the dating thing? Like,
I would still gift. I mean, if it's, I think it's a good gift.
I mean, it's different if you was to
Who
buy
you
him like a
buying that
toothbrush
for?
and a toothpaste. Like,
Who you buying that for?
you know? It's one
no,
of the
just
things.
it just had the thought. Like,
I mean, let's ask the guys. Do you guys
Yeah.
think that it's a good gift to give someone a manscaper?
or would you feel some type of way if a girl gave that to you in the beginning of dating? We need to know these things. Y'all need to help us out.
Curious. I'm curious.
Look, we need to kill this.
Who-
We're
Yeah,
getting a
spell.
little
can
bit
one
off
of y'all-
topic, but it's all right. It's all right.
Can one of y'all come on with us?
I'm
We got some
curious.
time. Drop your email.
I
Come
think
on.
it's a good gift. I think that that's one that's useful. I think they'll like it, and they didn't have to pay for it themselves,
True.
Inside.
unless I'm
Read the
wrong.
comments.
Mm,
I mean,
I don't know. We need to get some guys.
I think it shouldn't be an issue. So it's kind of like them giving us a set of body spray and lotions. You know what I mean? Like we're not
I
gonna
don't
look
want
at
that
it and be
reminds
like,
me, though.
oh,
Nah,
what
I
you
don't want
trying to
that.
say I stink?
But that
No, we're
reminds
gonna be
me.
like,
No,
oh,
no, no.
thanks.
No, I wouldn't want that as a gift. The only reason being is that I have a sensitive nose and I get migraines. So I don't want
But
you
if they
buying
know
something
the
I don't
scent you
really
like,
like.
Yeah.
and they get
If
you
it's
that.
no, it's a scent I like, then I'm good. I love it. Then I'm happy with that.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. It's not like we're gonna look at it and be like, oh, what you trying to say? We stink. You know
No,
what I mean? Like, we'll be like, oh,
B-Roll
thanks.
says, nah, thank you.
you.
Hell yeah, Manscaped is amazing. I think it's a good gift. She shows she's interested in thinking about your area. Oh, see, Hugo
What's
understands.
this other wash? It's for the balls.
Oh, damn. I forget the name. I know what you're talking about though.
Ah, guys, help me out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like a whole line for
It's a whole line of
that's soap,
specific
body wash, all that stuff.
soap
But it's
for their
like,
balls.
yeah,
Okay.
I don't remember it though, but
I
I did have someone.
Well, the Manscaper comes with like a whole set of ball care and things of that nature. You know what I saw that I was like, oh, I would buy that for my man. There's these underwears that now have a ball hammock in it, and
I
and
saw that.
I was like,
Really?
that's interesting. I wonder if they like
Yes.
that. And
It just kind of
according,
cups them
yeah, it cups them and they
like a
in
little
little
bra
hammock.
for them.
Yeah, that's the exactly. Exactly. I think
Guys,
that
would you guys like that?
I would buy that just
Yeah,
because
would
I
you?
think they would like it, right? No, I don't know.
I don't
What if they're like, what the fuck is this for?
right?
But no subscribe and save for Nair. No. We ain't doing all that for you. That would be messed up. That would be messed up.
That'd be wild.
Imagine here's your subscription to Nair going forward.
Deodorizer and all that shit.
Right.
And I had someone that got really upset because I gave them a small, like, little gift box of different things. Like, it was like lotions, vitamins, like self-care stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why would they get upset at that?
You know what you should have been like?
Mind blown me.
You want a hug?
Mind
Who
blown.
didn't love you when you were a child?
Yeah.
These are basic shits, my guy. If you don't have this shit in your cabinet, this is
Nah.
why. Here you
See,
go.
for me, that's consideration. That means you care. That
Yeah.
means you like you.
Nope.
You're interested in giving stuff that. Nah, I
They
would
were
love a little care
They were
package.
highly upset.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That means I would never speak to that person again.
That part. And I'm taking my fucking basket, bitch.
Yeah. Exactly.
Bye.
Which that
We
was a
leaving.
sound one right there.
Right? It was. And now, okay, so like, all right, we talked about like the hard nose, right? Like what has
Hold
to
on,
be
but
done
you
the
got
beginning.
your questions. What questions you asked early? I'm curious to find out what Eva asks early.
Oh yeah.
But See, okay, so listening to you guys, and I may found my problem.
You don't ask her the right
I
questions.
don't ask questions. I tell them.
You don't?
I'll be like, oh well, I like this, I like that, I don't like that. Like it's, I don't know. Like maybe that's why I'm single.
So how do you
No,
get to know them?
no,
if you
because
ask-
we're all
I mean, I
single.
do ask questions, I think, but I don't think it's one of like besides the basic ones like your job, like what do you do, what do you like shit like that. I don't think I'm at like really ask questions. Guys, this is why I'm single. I don't know how to date. Because she's a diva. Duh. Thank you, Alex.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
I
I mean,
mean,
besides basic questions.
take it from us then. Start asking more questions. I be asking everything. What's your size sneaker? Do you like specific sneakers? What kind of t-shirts you wear? Like, how do you like to sleep?
But you
Naked or
ask, I think
clothes?
you're too generous. The line of questioning that you ask tells me you're too generous. You need to
Possibly.
no, not possibly. You are because you are inquiring about things they like so you can gift and
Yes.
because you
I
sleep
mean,
with
not
that
gift
person.
right away, but
Not
like gift them.
no. You make a mental checklist of everything
I
you would
do.
buy,
I
and
do
that's the
do a mental.
questions you. Right, I can tell.
But
I
then
can.
other stuff too,
But
like
she is always like that, though. Like, she loves to give. She's a giver.
But then my other questions too, I'm taking mental checklists. Like, okay, how do you sleep, naked or with clothes? Because I need to know this.
Ooh,
ahead.
that's a good
Are we
question.
sleeping?
How?
I don't
Yeah.
ask shit like this.
No, I
Right?
sleep with
Are
nothing
you the
on.
big spoon or little spoon, or do you like both?
Can I?
Do you cuddle?
Yeah.
Cuddling is a big one for me too. I
It's a
think
big
that
one for me too.
someone who doesn't like to cuddle, I don't know if I could get with that. I don't know if I could get with that. That's a good
I
question.
can't.
Maybe I need to
Cuddling,
change my.
right?
Eva
Like,
needs to get
are
her
you
groove
okay
back.
with public affection? Because I'm very affectionate, so I need to know that you're fine with it
For
when
me,
we're out and
for
about.
me, it's a time and place. Time and place. It depends.
Really?
Yes. Oh, these days you gotta ask what gender they identify as.
Yes.
Damn. Bruh, I would be a little disappointed if the guy was really a girl at one point. Or I'm sure guys are disappointed if the girl was really a guy.
I mean, you know,
There's more of a disappointment when it's a guy that was a girl. Because for me, it's like I'm looking at them like, bro, why? Why? The only one that understands me.
that's why I understand you.
Like, why, man?
Nah, and I can't do it. I can't do it, bro. You're still a girl.
Like, I'm the only open one here, so
I know, it's okay.
But no, but
But
I
the thing
have
is
seen guy. Well, trans guy or is it trans girl? I don't know the proper term, but girl that was the guy that was a girl. There you go. I've seen a lot of them on Instagram, and I'm like, y'all is hot.
right.
And I'm sorry, I don't mean it in a bad way. You was an ugly girl, but you was a handsome guy. Like as a guy, you rocking.
But they
it
still
as a
have
girl.
a vagina, and I don't like vaginas.
They can't make a pee-pee?
They can.
I think there's
Yeah, they do surgery
for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know. You know.
I follow a couple.
I know.
But I do. I follow a couple of them on TikTok.
This is going another direction. Thanks, Alex. My body raises too high. You got 3 minutes of cuddle time.
3 minutes.
Nah, B-Rose, you just lost points.
3 minutes.
Oh, yo, why do girls date girls that resemble a guy? Shit. I'm not even gonna respond to that one.
Body
But would you be interested or curious about how the look are in the bed?
I'll be very interested. That's me though.
Body temperature. Oh, there is a surgery for it. Yeah, okay, there is a surgery for it.
You know, that's for
I mean,
but
curiosity don't mean I gotta act on it. Right? I could be curious.
I'll be interested.
Only because I haven't, but I'm not interested in
the actual
doing
act
it.
or
Right? You know
pursuing
what I mean? Yeah.
I just want to know, how's your pee-pee look?
Does it work the same?
Does it get up? Like, how?
Like, I'm
Okay, you know
wondering,
what?
how does that?
This is another.
That's gonna be
segment.
have another topic, guys.
This is another segment because
Thanks, Alex, but no thanks. Um,
So, all right. So, Eva, I think that you should start asking more questions. I
Yeah.
think that will help you
I think so.
get more insight on things.
I also don't think you should. Do you tend to? This is maybe just me, just over analyzing, but do you think that you give attention to the ones who give attention to you just because?
And
Oh,
so
that's it. Is that a yes?
this is an issue that was just brought up to me.
Okay.
I fade away very easily.
Does it get boring for you?
I think
It is
because you're
boring.
do you, and this is my question, this leads to my question, are you entertaining people you're not really interested in only because they're interested in you, and that's why it doesn't stick around?
Maybe
She just had a self-realization moment.
I did. Like my light bulb in there, it was like, and it turned on, type of thing.
Jeez.
Maybe.
I squirreled the chat.
You get points for this one, Hugo. I think so. I don't know. Today I'm talking
First, she was analyzing me. Now she analyzed Eva.
I'm sorry. I'll stop.
No,
I'll
you're
stop.
good.
No,
It's me thinking logically, like it
Right.
just.
But
I
it's
don't
one of
know,
those
it's just
things
how I
like we,
think.
you know, obviously we talk about things or whatever, and
Yeah.
it's we share these point of views, but yeah, it's and I know we've talked about this point previously, and I think it is maybe that, but at the same time, I don't know really what it is. I feel like sometimes when a guy, even if the guy is giving me attention and I do like this guy, one off shit just throws the whole balance off.
Do you? I
I
think
may
that.
like you, but if you throw one, if you
Mm.
lean the balance this way, and you know what? I'm a Libra.
You can't, bro.
Because definitely
so
if
random.
one
And
off
you know
shit,
what?
like everything's out. Like, and I'm just like, I back myself off, and I get complaints about that.
You sound like me.
I think we're all just a little bit emotionally unavailable and unwilling to open up.
I think I've
So
been there for a while.
the walls are up, and when you see something that's a red flag, we jump ship quick.
Yeah.
We
Yep,
want
maybe.
to be emotionally available. However, it's difficult to do because we don't trust these motherfuckers.
Yeah, because I really do. I really do want to be available, but it's like if you say do something that just turns me off, at that point it's like, what's the point of me continuing this? We could just still be cool, whatever, if you like, but it's like I'm not entertaining it anymore because it really there's no point for me.
Okay. So that brings me to the question of in the beginning of dating, does age really matter? Now, like, are you dating within your age range? Are you dating older? Are you dating younger?
For me, I've dated younger. I've dated similar ages and slightly over. I've never gone too far much older. Like I wasn't a young girl dating really old guys kind of thing. That was not me. But I think maturity level dictates where I would take that kind of thing. I try to stick within a specific range now that I'm where I am now. However, I'm not against.
What's your range?
What's your cap?
I try not to date anything under 30 anymore. Try.
Notes.
I mean, because I'm on the higher end of 30 now. So when I was in my mid 30s, I was okay with it. Now and under 30 doesn't work for me anymore.
When you were in your mid 30s, what was still okay though?
27 and up. I think 27, 26, and it will depend on the maturity level. when I was in my low 30s, 21 and up, he is legal, right? But I think again, it all depends on the maturity level because I matured as well, and so
Yes.
certain things that wasn't appealing to me anymore, right? Now I try not to date anything under 30 at all because you're not going to be on the same page for me, not only mentally but financially, emotionally. There are certain things that men aren't there in their 20s that where I
Even
am now.
insurance wise, we're not on the same bracket.
And now I will go up to about maybe 47-ish. I don't think I've
Okay.
comfortable yet to go into the 50 range. I don't That's a bit.
We're not there yet.
I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I'm not 45, 47 is probably going to be my max, but I haven't dated anyone that age as of yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eva.
Damn it, I thought you were next.
As we get older, patience to bullshit things that just don't jive isn't there. Absolutely.
Yes, thank you.
I mean, I can go
Age
next.
range. As
Um,
in within a certain number of years, general rule of half age plus 7 for minimum. What? As a general rule, half of your age plus
plus
7?
7. So half of what you are now,
Okay.
then add 7. So I'm
I'm doing
35.
math right now.
What's half of 35?
No, I can't do
Oh,
that. No,
17 plus 7.
that's 24.
no. That's not for that's no.
Interesting.
Very.
Maybe that works for men, but
Um, dating wise, I wouldn't. Younger 20s, I wouldn't. Um, older 20s, possibly, depending on where they are in life. I think my cap is like at 45. Not that I've dated anything over 40, anyways, but if it came to it, I'm open to it. Anything young 20s, like under 25 for me, it'd just be like a fun time.
Nothing serious.
Not for me.
Why?
Just because the maturity level.
What if they're mature?
And you're still experiencing life, right? Like, you could be like, oh, yes, I want to be with this one person forever, but
Not
not
for
part
no,
of that.
but
about
I've
24
never heard
years.
that. That would mean I can't go anything younger than 26 and 20 28. I don't think I've never heard that rule.
Me
And
either.
I think that's more of a guy that should be more of a guy rule than a girl rule. I think that's why
It's
we've
actually
never heard of it.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's a good.
I think because it just depends too. I mean, if they're really mature, then okay, depending. But majority of the time, they're not. Like, they're, you're experiencing different people. You could be one person, and then you're like, damn, I met this person. I want
They're
to try
also
that out.
not in the same place in
So
in their life. Like it's all where they are in their lives. Like I was talking. So I went out this
They
weekend,
might
right?
have a curfew.
That's a hard no for me.
you got a
You got a
curfew? Come
curfew,
on.
bro? We
Come
can't
on.
talk.
I gotta be home back by like 2:30 at least.
I
Why
went.
am I?
I went out this weekend, right? And met. There was 3 25-year-olds in that range, right?
Mhm.
And these guys just talking small talk. I was with my homegirl. She was talking no something, whatever. Anyway, and he was asking like where to go to have fun and do this, and I was like, that depends what you're looking for. And then I had a more like, I guess it was a big sister conversation kind of thing. Now that I'm thinking about it, but I told him, bro, at 25, you shouldn't be worried about any girl. Like, just fuck these bitches and bounce, bro. Go ahead and focus on your career, get your money up, and then when you're like 32, 33, then date the 25-year-old bitches because that's what they looking for. And he was like, yo, that makes so much sense. He's like, but I have a good job now. You have a good job. You don't have a great job. And you got to look for a career that makes money that you can carry that. Fuck that shit. These bitches ain't worth nothing at 25. I'm just saying. But yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I was given some
So,
rule, some regulations kind of thing. It was like,
so
Okay.
what if you were a person that, let's say that you were dating way older, and your parents would feel some type of way about it? Are you going to continue dating them?
absolutely. The fuck? I'm an adult. I'm an
That's
adult, and my parents don't dictate who I'm dating.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine, like, if I was dating someone who was just under their age or around their age, right? And if they don't like it, I'm sorry, but that's who I like. They don't live my life.
That's an interesting point you made. um I don't know. I think it's because I agree with Val. I've been out of my house for so long that I love and respect my parents. Don't get me wrong. Love and respect them. But my choices romantically, those are my choices. I'm kind of going back to the question, right? Like, I think I've dated as old as Al Pacino got a 29-year-old.
Yeah, and Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro just had a baby.
Yep. Robert De Niro had like his 7 or 8 kid. Al Pacino got his 4th. Bro, they Papa's a Rolling Stone.
Obviously,
I mean, I think like the oldest I've been with is maybe like 7 years older than me.
I've been with someone that was 9 years older than me.
That wasn't bad, but
and they still acted younger than me. So
that part, because and it kind of goes back to the age thing. I don't think age really has a lot to do with maturity, because this guy was older.
No,
you're expecting him to be mature. You're expecting him to be on that. He was not. Papa was a Rolling Stone as well. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that it was like, at your age, my guy, you really want to play like that? Like,
I want to reel it back real quick. Do you guys talk about when you start dating someone, certain morals? What about morality? Like what they consider good or bad, or what they're okay with being, like if someone who's a vindictive person, or someone who's an extremely selfish person, or someone who takes pleasure in other people's misery, or things of that nature.
Though.
What?
I think that would be a hard no. If I see that, work for me. I'd easily walk away. I think I'd easily be able to walk away with that. Not even looking back. Probably not even an explanation. Just the fact that you do you, I do me. Gotta have similar life experiences.
Not necessarily. I would say somewhat. It depends on what you mean as far as life experiences, but I wouldn't mind someone who has different life experience that I could learn from, and we could learn from each other, kind of thing.
I think that you should have similar outlooks on life and what you believe in.
Similar outlooks on life, where you want to be, where you want to end up, what your goals towards, like-minded people, kind of thing.
Yes. And this is why it's so important to really dig deep in conversation in the beginning, and make it known, like, that I'm dating with an intention. This is what I'm looking for, and go through conversations of different things. If you're on the same page, great. Let's see where this goes.
Right.
So what if that's there? And then there's like a but.
What's the but? Anything after but is bullshit.
Kind of like what you were saying earlier. Like, what if they, like, their family has some sort of like opinion or whatever, like, kind of like what Val was saying too.
And then it comes down to it. Like, if you really have a deep connection, right? And you're really into each other, and you're like, no, this is my person. Well, like, I respect whatever. Like, you might think this way, but this is who makes me happy. And this is what I want to move forward in. And I'm going to do this.
Right. At that point, you got to stand your ground, because that's what you want, what you do. Right. That goes back to my thing. Like, if you've never lived on your own independently, then you don't know how to make your own choices. You're not an adult. I'm sorry. And that's just a straight no-go.
Let's be real here, though. Like, if a man wants to be with you, he's going to do the most and be with you.
Right.
They want you to do. So.
Facts.
And. Yep.
So I have a question.
Life was a little better out here.
Right.
It's hot out here. What you got in your notes, Val?
I was looking at it just now. As far as where you stand now, what do you consider pointless dating?
Pointless dating is like when you have a dope ass connection and everything is great, you're, you know, like lots of conversation, then all of a sudden, just go ghost. What is the fucking point? What was the point?
What do you? Okay, but
Literally from one day to the next. Just
Were expectations placed though?
yeah, let's say like you agreed on what you're looking for. You're both on the same page, right? Everything's going great. Always laughing, texting, FaceTiming, all that. Then from one day to the next,
because that was their pretender, and that's not who they really were,
there
and
you
they
go.
realized they can't hold up to that
Pointless.
expectation. That's literally what that was.
That would be pointless.
That is pointless completely. I wish men were more forthcoming about who they really are early.
Yeah. Like
I don't
leave
need
it
to
up
see
to
the
us to
pretender.
decide if I want that for the rest of my life or if I don't.
Right.
Like,
and I think I have to be a little bit more straightforward, I guess, when it comes to ending sort of communications, because I just learned for some reason that if you were to do that, that is
Leading
me
someone on.
ghosting them. Yeah.
Oh,
Somehow.
are you talking about leading them on or ghosting?
Ghosting at the end, I guess.
I mean, if I'm not interested, I'm not interested. I'm gonna let you know I'm not interested at this time.
yeah.
I've done the, I
But I
have done
think
the.
that's
It's
how
not
I
you, it's
see it.
me. I've done that. To be nice. Sometimes it is me though, you know, because I'm not ready really, and I thought I
Right.
was right. That has happened when I thought I wasn't ready to start doing something or dating with intent at a certain point in my life, and I wasn't really there because I couldn't commit, and that's because my focus was really career driven or other things going on in my life, right?
Mm-hmm.
um you got to be ready and open, and that's one of the things that I realized that for a certain period of time I wasn't. Going through my own pandemic was tough mentally, so
Right.
that put a setback on certain things, and I think that a lot of people just should be more honest with themselves so they can be more honest with other people.
Communication is the biggest part. And I feel like some people just don't like to communicate or fear of like being too honest. But I think being honest is the most important thing. Like,
I'm a Sag. I'm too
let me
honest.
know if you like it or not. Like, if you don't, let me know that too. Right? Like, we're all fucking adults. Have a conversation.
Hmm.
Let
Now,
it be
I
known
mean,
what you're looking for, what you're not looking
ghosting
for.
someone is a respectful way to not hurt your feelings, though.
I'm just saying.
Anna don't agree, but she like, nah, fuck out
I'm
of here.
just saying, like,
Because it's just like, okay, if you're under the impression everything was fucking great,
But
then
the
it's like, what
thing,
the fuck?
okay,
see, then
but
everything wasn't great, and there's something you're not seeing.
No, what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm
Right.
talking in general. Like, that's
No, I
what
mean,
people, it's just like, what?
here for I can only speak for myself, right? I know that I've been nice, I've been cordial,
mm-hmm.
I've been respectful to people, and I knew I wasn't going to see this person ever again, kind of thing. And so I respectfully just ghosted them after because I don't think I owed them an explanation.
Hmm.
Is that bad? Are you guys look at
I
me like
just,
I'm fucked up?
no,
No,
because
because
not that. I think about, like, you know what I
I
do
think I
all
do
the
the
time is
same.
like, I always think about other people's feelings or outside of, I always put myself outside of the situations. Like, right? Like, and for me, I think about
You're
people
so
like,
nice.
it's more like, yo, I don't want to be the person that triggers somebody to, who never, you don't even know, right? Like, if they just fucking go into a mental, who knows what, just because of, like, you know what I mean? I
Homegirl said if he's ghosting you, might not be his fault. He might have lost your number when his phone was destroyed by his wife. That part.
oh, that's hilarious.
Well, I'm gonna use that one.
She said I'm gonna use that
I'm gonna
one.
use
Oh,
that
my
one.
bad. My husband saw my phone. My bad.
Yo.
I should have
I
told
I
you.
I've been told that before. Like I did that, and I don't think I did it intentionally. And it's some sort of like, oh my god, I'm just gonna ghost you type of thing. It was just more of like, well, it wasn't anything serious, or it wasn't anything progressing to more or anything like that. It's just one of those things that, and y'all know this too. Like if I go through something, I kind of shut down, and
Mm-hmm.
that's just not your fault. It's just me dealing with myself and
Mhm.
my situation. And what one thing, and I get it, sometimes some people are concerned and out of, kindness and want to ask. But like, when you ask me like what's going on, what's wrong, did I do something wrong? And then I'm like, no, like you're fine. Like it's not you, it's me. But really, it's not the cap out. It's literally it's not you, it's me. I was asked, "Are you pregnant?"
Yeah, that's wild. I think questions though come from like, and I've really seen this and dug into it more on a psychological level of like,
what do you consider
trauma?
ghosting? 3 days no contact, 5 days no contact.
I mean, you DMing me, you texting me, you calling me, and me not answering.
That's definitely a ghost. Yeah.
I think when people start asking those questions, right?
Different topic, but what's the cutoff? The cutoff
For
a ghosting, I think. Like, when do you cut someone off after a while?
Oh, like after no contact?
If I don't hear back from, see, and again, it may be a age thing, because if I don't get an interaction back,
experience,
I'm cool.
Yeah.
Next.
B-Rose, that's true. He says, like, what we've been through, what do we have in common? One of you mentioned the person not living on their own. That's an experience. Yeah, like-minded experiences, have similar life experiences, similar goal orientation, where you see yourself, how you expect to retire, whether or not you want kids. Those are all things that need to be discussed, I think. But as far as ghosting a cutoff, if I send the last text, I'm not sending another one.
Exactly.
So
if
it just dies out.
You and you didn't respond back, I'm not texting back. If you text back, awesome. I might text back, but if not, then it's cool.
Right. I know I've not responded
just
to a lot of
texts. Don't get your panties in a bunch. That's all I'm saying.
Here's the thing also, there's text that I haven't responded to and that dies out. Well, more so not because the guy, it was more because I just wasn't there, or my focus is just not building on that.
Exactly.
So and the thing is in the conversations I'm communicating that, like, I'm just really just seeing where this goes. I'm not really trying to get into anything just yet. My focus right now is my career or my whatever I was going through at that time, right? So when I'm ready to start dating and dating with intent, my focus will be that's the communication that I'm having.
I'm thinking us as Casper and the Little Cousins. Like, we're really experts on this. How does this even happen? Like, I didn't even really think that was like a ghosting type of thing until like somebody brought it up, and I'm just like, I didn't do it intentionally.
Doesn't matter. And you don't owe anybody an explanation either.
I don't. But yeah, I didn't think I was doing that. I thought I was just fixing myself.
It's not fun when you get ghosted, though. I've been ghosted. It feels away, sure, and I understand the feeling behind it.
Yeah.
But I also understand and I respect that you don't owe me an explanation. You are who you are, and I'm gonna be who I am.
Yeah.
At this point in my life, though, I just like to be clear. Like, if I'm not feeling it, then I'm not feeling it. And
so how do you break it down? Do you have a different way to break it down to the guys and to the girls?
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
I see.
I think with the girls, I just slowly pull away.
Because you're more dominant with the girls, right?
Yeah.
She the dominant one.
So I slowly pull away, you know.
So your response is a little different to a female than it is to a man.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I think because I get easily turned off.
See?
So.
The same way.
Right? Like, I'm clear about what I want. If you agree with me in the beginning, then it's like, all right, cool. And if I start seeing something different, then it's like, I'm good.
So you
I'll still talk to you, or if we chill randomly, all right, but it's not.
Why would you waste your energy though, if you know that's not what you're interested in?
Because the conversations are very limited, so it's not really taking much of my energy. It's like, they'll be like, how are you? I'm good. How are you? Cool.
The energy is put where she wants.
I guess.
You know, you never know what you might need. So
I'm a mini Tashi. I figured it out.
and you know what it
So
is? I sometimes
do you think you can maintain friendships with women after that type versus men? Like, are they a little bit different?
as a friend, nah,
Okay.
How about with guys?
because I never looked at you as a friend, so I'm not gonna be your friend now.
And what about men?
That part.
Um, Men, I'm very emotionally separate, meaning like I have no emotion in a lot of things that I do, so it's fine with me. I don't even give a fuck. Yeah, I can be
So
a
you
friend.
can be friends with a guy who you aren't really interested in, but you can't be friends with a female who you lost interest in?
Nah, I'm good on it. I have very limited female friends as it is, so yeah.
Okay. B Rose says, agreed, not everyone or everything requires an explanation. Facts. Facts.
You know
It's
what it is?
just
I could
reality.
be. I'm so tough, but at the same time, I do worry about people's feelings.
But you
So
shouldn't.
part of me was like, "Damn, I don't
Because
want
you're a coconut.
to."
You're hard on the outside and you mushy inside.
Yeah, something like that. So sometimes I
Bro,
think,
I swear it's the same thing I tell Angie. Like, I'm like, bro, I swear, you guys are like coconuts. You
yeah.
hard shell outside, but inside, y'all have the most love. Like, Jesus. Y'all little
And I
coconuts.
think that's when that I'll give you a part of me, but not fully. And then once I see like you turn me off, then it's fully cold. Like I'm literally emotionless to you.
I may see where she gets it from now.
So, but you know,
Um,
I think that's what's hard for me too of moving on in life. Well, moving on like within dating. Um, I have standards, and I'm just not gonna settle for anything. So,
Facts. That part.
and because you know what happens too, and I don't think this is talked about enough. Is like when you're dating and then you get into a serious relationship and you're in that relationship a really long time, right? And then it ends. It's like literally mourning a death.
yeah.
A death.
Yeah. No, it
So
really
it's like
is.
you
That's
are
extreme. I
literally,
wouldn't say mourning
It's
a
a
yeah,
death.
death to a cycle. It's a
yeah.
death to a relationship. It's a death to that communication. That, like, really, what is for me? Like, what is the point of trying to even keep someone or any type of interaction if there is no connection? Like, there's no kids, if there's no something, you know what I mean? Like something extreme like that that connects you for life. What's the point of having this person around? For me,
It's because okay, depending on how deep the relationship
I can't be your friend
was,
after
right?
this. No,
Nah, there's no way.
no.
So
I
for
don't
me,
know.
it is like mourning a death. It is like I'm
Yeah,
literally going from one day to the next. Now that person is completely out of my life,
gone,
all aspects. No
gone.
calls, no texts, no contact whatsoever. Our friend circle is completely gone. If they have kids now, I'm not around that like before. It's complete. Yeah.
I can't be friends after we done
So
breaking. Like,
I feel like you really have to go through the process of all those healing
the
stages.
stages.
And then now you're here and it's like, nope, 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 nope.
I,
And it's
I,
like,
I think
how long
I've
is it?
healed so much that I don't like nobody. I think I had
Yeah, I think
a
that's
reel
where,
with
yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how
It
long
takes
does this last? Am I going to keep checking? No, nope, nope, nope.
I don't have the answer for that one because I've been there.
Me either.
I've been in that phase for a while. Like I'm quick to like
When you
this is not
start
what I'm looking
saying
for.
yes, though, trust me, there something always has to happen and
I
makes it a
mean,
disappointment, and then you're back to the nose.
I
So that's
recently,
where I'm at.
without giving any really detail, but I recently did say yes. Who knows where it can go? Um, but it was good.
I think right now, for me anyway, where I stand, I'm as I start transitioning into a more comfortable space with career wise and what I'm looking for in the long run. Um, I I I don't want overcommitment, but I want intimacy. And
What's
right? I don't
overcommitment for you though?
like I don't want to live with someone, but I want to
Ever?
be with I don't think I could ever live with someone again. Like I
Dang.
want you to have
Well,
your place, I want to have mine. I'll stay with you for a few days, you stay with me for a few days, and we travel together. We have a strong relationship, but I like my
And you're
space.
exclusive?
Yes.
Okay, so not to
I know
put
that's
names.
probably not realistically going to
No, no, no,
happen,
no, no, no,
but I
no.
would
Hear
like
this out.
that.
I'm not gonna put out names. But in the Hollywood world, my family's connected to somebody, and
mhm.
they live exactly just like that. They have
That's
kids, they have everything, whole family. They're always together when they go out. They always do all this stuff, but they live in separate homes.
Hmm.
And they love
that's
each other
not
to
that's
death.
yeah.
They just have
That
their own
that's
space.
I think that's a good thing because I want you around, but I don't want you around all the
24/7.
time, right?
That won't work for me. But that works for you. Great.
And I'm on the other side where
But
I have not lived with the man since when I was married. So it's been 10 years of dating,
Mm.
being with people, here and there, like moving around or maybe like traveling and stuff, but not really actually living under the same roof.
well, I haven't since my long-term relationship either,
Yeah, I
so
mean, me either. It's been
I
4
wouldn't
years
even
now.
know
So.
where to start.
bitch, if I knew the answer to that, I probably would have did it by now. I don't know, bro.
Like, why are you breathing like that? Everything would probably annoy me, and that'd be so sad because I'm so used to just dealing with myself now.
Yeah.
That's
It's definitely an
interesting.
That
adjustment.
sucks. That would be a big adjustment. Like,
Which is why I said the ideal relationship for me is not to live with me, kind of thing. It would take a lot. First of all, I don't want a man coming to live with me, and I don't want to go live with him. So if we decide to move in together, we're each gonna do something together, in a
would
place.
you guys keep your own places?
I'm okay with keeping my
At
own
first.
place.
At
What do you
first.
mean at
You
first?
said at
Because
first.
you need to be in my bed every day. I can't be separate. I can't.
Or I could be in your bed a few days, you could be in my bed a few days. And then
It has to
maybe a
be every
day
day.
where
There
I'm by
can't be no day
myself.
missing. No.
I got
Can't do it.
trust issues. We need to be under the same roof, my guy.
Right.
See, my thing
We
is that if
together
I
now.
can't trust you, I can't be with you. And if you violate that trust, then I'm not with you. So
No, for me
I
is
would trust
I
that.
need to be with you every day. If it's at that level.
So she's like,
I
we
don't
both
know.
remote workers. Stay under the same roof.
Like I would want him to want to be with me, but I'm okay if we're not.
Mm,
Okay, never mind.
no,
No,
for
I
me,
get you.
I
no, I
get
get
what
it.
y'all
For
saying. I'm just
me,
feeling a little outnumbered, so I get it. I'm probably the
nah,
oddball.
I
I
don't
think
know
that's
how to.
I be the
I wouldn't
oddball
even know
majority of the
how to
time.
go
He
back.
no,
is.
no, no, no. I know girls like that stuff. I think it's more just because of my personality and where I am in my life. Like I enjoy some freedom. I enjoy just decompressing. I enjoy just not having nothing around. Sometimes I love being by myself. Sometimes I just want to,
And I think
you
that's
know.
where I'm at, where I think my difference comes in because I've been alone for so long that it's like, I wonder if I even give it a try, how would it work out? Like, could it work out? Like, could I make it happen? Because at this point, I don't know anything past just a couple days, like traveling
Same.
or, like
Yeah.
that's the most that I've shared with people.
But that's everyone, right? And everyone who's dating, that's the situation that everyone finds themselves
Yeah,
in the
but
dating
everybody
world.
pursues the more. That's where my cutoff starts.
Tim Burton and Helena Bonham Carter used to live in separate like that, next door to each other. Oh, that's a good one. Next
Mm.
door to
Oh,
each other?
can we connect the house but still have separate houses? That'd
What do
be
you mean
cute.
connect the house? Fuck.
Like there's like a little bridge between them two. I'm trying to bring both worlds together.
Okay.
I don't know.
Interesting.
No. I mean, think about it. You both have your own place. You guys are just neighbors, but if easy access, you guys can just walk each other's corridors and be with each other on the other side.
And it's like there's no way in hell for me.
No.
She's like, no, you
we'd be
sleep
on
with
one
me
side all
every
day.
night. Nope, I know, I get it.
I
Especially
like
when
to
the
cuddle
thing
naked
is,
every night. You better
I
be
like to cuddle naked also. My thing is, what? Here's my, and this could be maybe a wall or barrier that I have up, is I don't want to get overly used to that. Like I want you there, and I love when you
I
are,
think you're protecting
but then
yourself.
if I can't have, if it's yes, then that's probably what it is, because, and that works for me. I think that works for me.
Dr. Anna now in the building. You're welcome. You know,
No,
it's
I get
hard,
it.
especially when you go through really hard times, right? And you don't want to experience those same things. But you never know. That person could really be your forever. Like, wow, this is amazing.
Do you think we know our forever yet?
No. It could be right in front of me right now. Who knows?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder.
Hell fucking no. I'd be mad if it was. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
That was like thinking of her options. Fuck no.
No.
I don't know.
Who knows? Right? It's a difficult
I
part.
don't know, but if you know, guy out there, please
Dating
let
in the
yourself
30s.
be known. Because I'm tired of these games.
That part.
I'm tired of the bullshit.
How about you pursue someone you actually like, rather than waiting for someone to make themselves known and then you ghosting them shortly after?
But I shy.
No, you don't.
I shy.
Cuando?
When it comes to guys, yeah, I'd be shy with them. Like,
Oh, you say you shy. I thought you said you try.
no, oh no, oh no, no.
You
Because
gotta
I know you
try.
don't.
You gotta try a different I think it depends
on how the relationship
Read it out loud. I think it depends on how the relationship ended. If we on bad terms, fuck out of here. If we mutually ended things because we just grew apart, then we may be able to have a friendship. I agree.
No,
I agree. I think B Rose is a little bit behind, but he gets it.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that, because if it didn't work, but I still respect you as a person, I still care about you as a person, we can't be together though. I can't cut you off entirely. We don't have to. We could be cordial. We can have some relationship of
but
friendship,
we're not gonna be
as
friends.
long as
Friends.
it depends. There's certain boundaries you respect. If you can respect certain boundaries and understand that we're not there, I don't want you being mad if I'm with someone else. I won't get mad if you with someone else. You can respect those type of boundaries, and that's comfortable, then yeah, we can still be friends. Absolutely. I agree. And then with long-term relationships, it's not that you hate this person, you know. Well, I mean, depending on how it ended, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so asking certain questions when you're dating with intent. Let's change the subject real quick. I like to ask what kind of relationship you see yourself with when you're old and gray? Like what's the ideal person that you'd like to grow old with?
Being with my best friend. Someone that I can literally laugh with all the time, have fun, and depend on. And share the same love language that I'd have.
That's a lot.
Mm.
The thing is, love language isn't something that is shared. People have to learn your love language and you learn theirs. It's very difficult to have the same
you
love
explained
language.
it better. Yeah, that. Meaning being open to my love language and I'm open to theirs.
Okay.
And just understanding me in that kind of way. And right or die.
Right or die.
And loyalty.
And you know what? Now that you guys said I need to start asking questions, I might just start asking these questions too. Because here it is. You know, dealing with a lot of older patients when it comes to like memory care type of homes and stuff like that. A lot of them, I realize, one, they don't have a lot of families at the end of the days, or their significant other was maybe already passed on or never had one.
Mm-hmm.
Or I remember one in particular, she had a friend, right? But he never missed a beat. He never missed a beat. He was there for dinner every day. He brought them dinner, so it was his and her dinner. And every day, you know, we just kind of knew we expected him already. And the days that he wasn't there, like, we'd even call him, like, where you at? Like, what's going on? You know, he'd be like, oh, like, I'm running late, da-da-da. Or he would call and be like, I can't make it today. But, and then the days he wouldn't come, like, she would be so sad, right? So it's one of those things that, like, now, even, you know, after my dad's passing and stuff, it's like, can I count on you to be there to hold my hand on my last days? That's really it, honestly.
Deep.
That is really deep, because that's something that that's where I look for when it comes to consideration, when it comes to life skills, when it comes to when I'm sick, for example. If I'm sick and you don't give a shit, there's no willing to
Says a
take
lot.
care of me, bringing me some, just even the thought of, let me bring you some soup. Do you need any medicine? Are you okay? Do you want me to take you to the doctor? Those types of things, that consideration goes
The
moves
little
mountains
things
for
that
me.
count.
That's not even little for me. That's life changing for me. That, and it's the things that people don't realize mean so much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how much money you got. I
That
don't
part.
care about
Like, all of
whatever.
that
Yeah,
is
I'm
fun
just
and
yeah.
fine for the now.
Yeah. But can you be considerate? Can you be
But are
real?
you going to be there in the next, you know, last 30, 40 foot, whatever it is? And
Will you be there to hold my hand when I'm old and soiling myself without knowing it?
exactly.
Absolutely.
Hugo, that's exactly the
That's
point.
exactly
Like,
right.
because at the
Hugo,
end
Like,
of the
I
day,
would
you have
wipe
to
your
think
butt
about
for
it.
you.
In a
aw.
relationship, when you get to that point,
And it
or
said she
any
would wipe
part,
his butt. That's hilarious.
or any part of the relationship, it really gets down to, it's either going to be you or me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like,
are we going to be there?
right. That energy right there. Like, because if I love you, I'm going to be there for you no matter what.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
I
Absolutely.
can't be with someone who I can't depend on the same way.
Exactly.
Well, this is good, ladies. Time always flies.
I know. I know.
Guys, if you're listening and you're dating with intent, you heard it from here. What we are looking for. Just saying. So
I think,
No, I don't. I think it's just. I don't think it's just us. I think it's everyone needs to
yeah.
be
Yeah. Everyone in general.
right. If you're dating, you should be dating with intent. If you're looking to just fuck around, then don't fuck with people who are dating with intent.
exactly.
Yeah,
Have
because
those
that's not dating.
conversations.
That's just fucking around.
Yeah. I think people need to have those conversations very early, communicate what it is you're looking for very early. Otherwise, don't waste someone else's time.
And don't
And
make
that's the problem.
excuses.
Yep. Today's lesson, if you're dating with intent, communicate. Absolutely.
Yes. Thank you, Hugo.
Absolutely. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for you guys commenting and tuning in.
Yeah. I
Watching.
appreciate y'all.
If you're listening to this afterwards, any comments, put in there.
Email us, DM us,
Yes.
anything like that. We will still like to hear your thoughts.
Any good dating stories? We're open to hear it.
Yes.
Oh, yes. So email us some dating stories. If you want to stay anonymous, let us know. That's fine. But that'll be a good to share one day.
We haven't had stories in a while, so we can share
Except
those now.
when you're trying to cut it off, then ghosting. It's okay. Yeah.
Hugo, did we have to circle back to that? This is why I ghost. I just see myself out of it. You weren't the one that was gonna be there holding my hand.
Exactly. If I could identify that early, then
This is, yeah.
it's all about a recap.
that.
Hilarious.
But it's been good, ladies. Check us out look out for next Saturday. We'll discuss this week, I guess, what the topic is the upcoming weeks.
I still want to set up a Q&A so that they can kind of, if you guys have questions that you want to know about us, personally, job-wise, whatever it is, like anything individually or as one, like, ask us, and then we'll probably just set them all up so we can actually have like a Q&A, so they can actually get to know us a little bit more outside of just regular these topics that we get.
Yeah, for sure.
I would like that. That'd be dope.
Send your questions.
Have a wonderful weekend and stay safe. Take care of yourself. You too, Hugo.
You
Thank
too.
You
Have
you.
a
too,
great
Hugo.
night.
Bye.
We're
Shout
staying in
out
this
to
weekend.
my Nerds of the Round family. Thank you, Hugo. I appreciate
Shout
you.
out to Nerd
And
Brown
um,
for the fun support.
yeah, every
Yes.
Tuesday night, 9
And
p.m. Eastern on YouTube.
true.
Yes.
Shout out to This and That podcast. He was in earlier. I don't know if he was still here, but thanks for tuning in. And everybody else tuned in and commenting. Shout out to you. Y'all make it happen. I'm staying in this weekend.
Yeah, I'm staying in this
Last
weekend.
weekend.
Bruh, I had a long last Memorial Day weekend wiped me out. And so therefore, my ass will be not doing shit this week. Oh no, I'm gonna go see Spider-Verse tomorrow. So wait a minute.
Are you? Oh, okay.
Yes.
It's Sunday. Hello.
Yeah, Sunday matinee. It's cheaper.
There you go.
Hello.
Yes. I forgot about that. Almost forgot. Yeah.
Hope you
I think I'm staying in.
Afterwards, I'm doing laundry. I got some laundry to do. I need
Oh
to
yeah, I
break
got
in my
laundry
new
to do too.
machine.
Oh,
That's exciting.
It got delivered this morning at fucking
Nice.
6:30 in the morning. They called me. I was like, oh my God, let me get up.
First of all, how did they bring it upstairs?
Oh, so like there was like this whole strap thing that they put on, like how the baby thing, right? But the strap was like a long thing that tethered to each other, and they put it under the machine and carried it along that way. It was so interesting to see.
I've
And they took
seen that on the infomercial.
Damn. 5 flights.
yeah,
That's right, because I was
yeah.
thinking like, how did
And
they
they
bring
took
up
my
the
old
damn
one
washing
down.
machine?
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I paid for the whole away. Shout out to them guys. Appreciate y'all. Whatever you want. Thanks, PC Richards. All right. I'm sorry. That was mad random. Outro.
Yeah.
Moving straps must have been hunky guys for you about no.
Yeah.
Not hunky guys at all. But shout out to them anyway. I tipped them. I'm not a bad person.
That part.
It's never just the tip. I'm just saying.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Look out for it on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. If you don't get to listen to it now, listen to it after. See you next Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern. My name's Anastasia. Never average, always savage.
Eva Diva. Love y'all.
And always stay logically valid. Be Mac. You guys have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.